Well, good evening, Star Citizens. It's Wednesday night, and we've got a hotfix patch that happened, and I can't find any patch notes on it. So the only thing we're really looking for is whether or not our Polaris elevator's fixed. Other than that, tonight's going to be more of the same. We're going to be trying to grind out as much of that script as possible. We're going to be heading to Stanton to do some of that. And to set up and base ourselves for tomorrow night. Because Invictus launch week starts tomorrow. Alright, we are in game. We are at Ruin. We are dressed to kill. We're walking very slowly. There we go. No longer walking slowly. Okay. Lobby. Hopefully the elevator is working. If not, I mean, it's not a big deal, but it is kind of annoying. What we're going to look to do is go to Stanton and see if we can't do the ghillie missions. Specifically, there's a ghillie mission that rewards like 8 or 9. We're going to want to repeat that one over and over. A whole bunch of NPCs just lined up here facing that way. Very interesting. The ghillie missions are not that difficult. And they all reward Scrip. Or at least they did in the PT. Let's see if they do in the live environment. I stored it last night, and now it's destroyed. Well, we'll go ahead and file the claim. We'll stick around here. We'll do a couple of missions with, we'll go ahead and pay the expedite fee at 40k. Let's go ahead and hop down to our hangar. That's depressing that our Polaris kind of just destroyed. Good evening, stuffed avocado. '07 to you too. Alright, let's see what sort of missions we can get. I mean, we can do a lot with what we do have. 30 mercenary missions. Okay, any of them for Scrip? 3 council Scrip, silent strike, origin, okay. We'll go ahead and take this one. This we can handle this fairly handily with the Hornet. Alright, it's delivered here. I just want to paint it real quick. Vehicles, Hornet. Liveries. Heartseeker, save changes. Alright, now we can call it. Retrieve. Pyro, you know what? Pyro is very less than beautiful. I agree. Tonight we're going to be doing missions to gain Scrip. The goal is ultimately to hand in and turn into Wiki Lou for his goodies. Also tonight we're going to be getting based up and set up over at Area 18 for tomorrow. I did strategically choose to have a base away from Area 18. I guess I could have done like New Babbage or Hurston, but tomorrow things will probably get gooey and complicated. That's wiki stuff. Scrip is a new currency that's in the game, and it's handed out through some missions in addition to AUEC. So here we have the one that I've signed up to do here. There's going to be 30,000 AUEC and 3 council script. That script can be turned in for AUEC, or it can be turned into Wikaloo, much like Karenite was. Karenite is still an available option, but that's gained through doing the OLP stuff there in Stanton, and that's got a PvP-ish price to it, and not a whole lot of fun gameplay in my opinion. Yeah, I think I'm going to base myself up at Bajini, so that way I can get down to Area 18, but not necessarily at Area 18. I think it's going to be a train wreck tomorrow, so I don't want to be directly in the path of the train wreck. I just want to be adjacent to it. And while we're waiting for my Polaris to claim, I am going to get out and do one of these missions that rewards Scrip. This is actually a pretty fun mission type. This is the assassin mission type, where you're going to hide out and wait for a ship to come by and then pounce on it. Oh, I love that Heartseeker. Alright. Are we not tracking my mission? We are not tracking my mission. Track. When you get a chance, see if your elevator on your Polaris is broken, the main one at the front of the craft. For me, mine was broken last night. It came down once and then wouldn't work after that. This is the... You got it, man. Why is he whispering? He sent speakers in my ear. Okay, cool. Well, hopefully mine works. Mine was annoyingly would not work at any level. It just broke itself down at the fully extended. Heck, maybe that's why I had to claim it. Maybe it was somehow intermittently broken. I think we're going to make that the screenshot of the night. 20 seconds-ish before we get our first contact. Alright. That is decidedly not a 315. We gotta wait for the 315 to arrive and we get to ambush it. There he is at 7.3. Alright, we're gonna go for it. We've been locked. $315 down. Now we'll take care of that Tano. Oh. Good night. Wow, that felt good. Okay. We are done with that one. Now let's see if there's another. Nope, they were supposed to have the locality fixed, but I see that's not working. It worked in the PTU. So we just got to go back to Terminus. Stuffed avocado. What's your in-game name, man? Try and add you as a friend. Same. Gotcha. Cracks here. Mercenary. Alright, more Scrip. 5 Scrip. Can I take out a Cutlass Black? Yeah, I probably can. Alright, let's give it a shot. Looks like quantum markers are working finally. They were a little dodgy last night. Maybe that's what the hotfix fixed. I gotta find the patch notes for that. Yeah, you're still at work? Not a problem. Space Trucker Bob, Captain Ron, and Shootski are on. I'll have to hop out. Next time I hop out to the menu, I'll send a friend invite. Alright, where? There. There's the emission cloud. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Great Spaceballs reference. "55 seconds. CIG needs to put a way to add friends through the comms menu here. "20 seconds. Wonder what the protection chip is going to be. Hold position. He's doing this mission in a Connie, this mission type in a Connie in the PTU, and it was butter. It's a little more intimidating and something as frail as a fighter, but hopefully that'll soften him up. That's that. That was easy. All right, 5 Scrip. In the grand scheme of things, if we want the top level return from Wicklow, we're going to need 2,500 Scrip. So it's going to take a little while to earn it. All right, we're going to go back to, yep. Hopefully they fix this. There was no cover craft this time. Well, I take that back. I'm being shot at. By another 315. What was a 315? I wanted to see if there was anything worthwhile on this. A couple of these, like I've had freelancers be the target, and they had some decent cargo on them. See, there you go, 12 SCU of gold. This thing is actually like jam-packed. 12 SCU of gold is nothing to sneeze at. Now, this is actually the time where we can kind of be crafty. The 2,500 favors, that's the like turning in for a Polaris. There's a little bit more on the plate. I think I have the missions, contracts, collection. Where are we? Bring 5 Saber for 1 Snaggle Stick and 1 Get Up Coffee for Very Hungry. Trademark Script for favors. I don't have that particular mission at the moment, but when you go there, it shows you like one big awesome ship, 50 favors, and each favor is 50 scrip. So merch script for favors. Hopefully that's the same as what I'm getting right now. New in this patch is the ability to quantum to your not derelict, but your abandoned ships. So I could leave this ship right next to this 12 SCU, go grab something like the MSR, do a quick run to get that gold. I'm not doing that tonight because we're focusing on Scrip, but that's what I would do normally. So let's go back to Terminus. I forgot to hit the R button. Yes, R. There we go. Quantum mode. We're sipping the QT fuel tonight. That's good. We should also be pretty darn close to the Polaris claim time. We'll do this one more time. We'll see what mission pops up. And then we'll go back, grab the Polaris, and start basing ourselves at Vengence. Wunderbar. Welcome home. We have arrived at Terminus. Contracts. Mercenary. Need a... eight script, but that's a patrol. We might take a look at that one. Surprise party for one script. We'll do the one script job just to get it out. It looks like these are kind of... Let's take this one. Oh, this quantum beacon's quite a distance away. I didn't even pay attention to that. I'm gonna go grab a drink. I'll be right back. Okay. Alright, how close are we? 6 gigameters. A little bit of Starship porn while we wait. And the shimmy sound means that we're close. There we go. So Avocado, you picking up anything during Vengence launch week? Any ships? The new Grey Cat MTC? Anything look nice to you? Are you camping out for an Idris? Gotta make sure you're fully in this thing. I lost a mission once already to not being in the miasma. 1 whole minute, geez. We got some time. The Eclipse is such an underrated boat. I love it. Matter of fact, I'm going to use it during the event to complete some of the ghillie missions. Well, specifically the two the one that involves the Hammerhead, and then the one that involves the Polaris. And I'm going to use it as a suicide bomb run against the Polaris. Gonna dumbfire them from basically point blank. Geez, you have more pennies than I do. Alright, is that my... That's a Pisces. That's not my target. I know the Kraken is also going on sale, and I'm trying to figure out if I want to sell a kidney and try and get in the queue for one. Okay. Target is there. Come on, Avenger. Okay. Back to ruin. Almost everything in your fleet, Jesus. Man, jealous. I am super jealous. Oh, yeah, I could definitely see if you bought into it and then didn't realize most of the stuff would be purchasable in game. Yeah, I'd run out and buy all the pretty starships too. On one side, I'm very glad that basically all the ships will be purchasable in game, but then I'm also, you know, thinking that, man, they're really missing out because they can make so much money if it was just the only way to get a ship was to buy it. Of course, it would probably alienate a lot of the people who don't think that it would be worth the time and effort to grind out an 890 jump, 72 million AUEC, or whatever it'll be when it's an actual UECs, not these arbitrary UECs, imaginary fictitious UECs. Just me, or tonight does the F7 feel a little bit slower in Quantum? And that little wiggle sound means we're we're coming to the end of our Quantum journey. We'll be dropping out at Terminus very shortly. There, I see it. Ruin station's just off the horizon. Let's see if I can clear it. No, I should probably cancel. Try Ruin again and get the OM marker. Yeah, OM3. How come it gives me an extra large hangar? Well, I take that back. I figured it out even as I was asking it. All I ever want is the extra large hangar to land in when I'm in my Polaris, but it gives me the docking port instead. And touchdown. Let's see what we can do. The Polaris should be ready for us. And this game is just ridiculously beautiful sometimes. Even in Stinky Pyro, there are just such beautiful vistas. Okay, Polaris is indeed ready. Inventory is working. I don't think I need to bring anything with me. I think I'm good at the moment. We're just going to be taking a leisurely stroll over to Area 18, Bajini, and then doing some of the ghillie missions. We've purposefully not claimed or delivered any of my ships, so that way we can make it a little bit faster. I just wanted to have my home base in Pyro, so that way I can just fall back here in case Stanton gets a little crazy. Oh, the Polaris is beautiful. Actually, let's see if I can sneak a peek at my elevator. Let's not eat ourselves off the corner here. The elevator is not down, so that's a promising moment. Of course, it is a brand new claim. I don't know why it would be. All right, Polaris. We got some traveling to do. Okay, it's coming down. It's looking promising. The doors were completely black last night. Well, okay. Hey, it's working. Awesome. Yay for working Polaris. This is the most ridiculous solo boat at the moment. But the PDCs chew through, all the fighter craft, and with the alligator technique, we can handle bigger ships too. So systems on, engines on, contact ATC. We got a liftoff. We have working landing gear. That is so good to see. Of course, that'll break the first time we have to dock, but we have working landing gear. All your ships, everything got destroyed, man? Actually, come to think of it, all the things that I had claimed, which was only, or delivered, was only the Polaris, and it was destroyed. Maybe something with the patch had to happen. Alright, we want Stanton Gateway. Four-minute flight incoming. There we go. We'll do the Indiana Jones map for our travel. We're going to travel by map. doing the ghillie missions in this might be a little ridiculous. But I don't care, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to take a hard look at the Guardian MX. I currently have the QI, but I like that 4 size 4s instead of 2 size 5s a lot more, and the higher count of size 2 missiles is pretty nice. Increased durability is also a big wish list item, and I haven't really used the quantum interdiction on the QI, so I think, I don't know, I might just find a way to buy the MX by itself and keep my QI, because I like the QI. I like the size 5s that it has. They definitely have some punch, but the DPS is in the 4 size 4s for sure. And 2 size 2 shields, jeez. I hope they upgrade the Guardian and the QI to include the use of 2 size 2. I'm gonna go hop on Robert Space Industries real quick. I don't think the ships are on sale yet. Victus launch week. Shop. Pledge. Guardian. No, only the standard ones are available. Well, they're not even available at the moment. I don't know that I could give up the bed. I really like the bed in the QI. Travel by map happening quite well. Some glory shots here of the soon-to-be dethroned, ooh, excuse me, capital ship. Idris is coming, folks. The Idris is coming. And the Polaris will no longer be the most unreasonable solo ship out there. That being said, my Polaris is a loaner for the Perseus, so I'm only gifted one because they haven't produced the cheaper ship yet. Though, if what came out of Beijing was to be believed, this November I'll have my Perseus. I'll be super excited about that. Thank you, sir. Thank you so kindly. Thank you for blessing me in my sneeze of doom. I tried to get the mic out of the way, but it didn't happen. Jump point detected. Should really put a hard mute button on my my Stream Deck here. Even if it's a push to mute. Landing complete. The hell? You crazy game, you. Roll a little bit more. Okay. Space break it. Let's go through the jump point. Front speed's too fast. Much better. I want to be at about 300 as we pass these little markers, the side markers here. There we go. That should be good coasting speed. That way all the little precursor things happen and we just have to zoom into the entry requirements met. Fire the pulse. Jump point is opening. So Polaris hiding up there. All right. Entry we go. Okay. First set of hurdles. Now we transition to the Stanton Blue side of things. One, two. Oh, considerably fewer bridges across the Stanton Blue side. There we go. Beautiful transversal. All right. Baijini. Here we are. Oh yeah, you definitely get the sense that it's a bigger, heavier ship now. You got it, man. Don't think there are any extra large hangars here, but there are some docking points. Right. Space braking. Contact ATC. Docking port 1. Oops. Who put a turret all the way out here? That's not a good place for a turret to be. And there we go. Okay. Contracts, offers, mercenary, Gillies combat. Awesome. We're going to go ahead and do that. Alright, we've refueled, we've repaired, we're ready to rock and roll. We don't have the priority ones yet, do we? Oh, we do. That's going to be worthwhile. We'll do those as well. Okay. I'll give him something. This poor cutter. Oh man, sorry, bro. He flew himself into a rock. Okay. Good job there, homester. What do we got now? Oh, a missile incoming. Oh dear. A Pisces. Hopefully this guy doesn't hit a rock. I mean, he's not doing the best. Oh, another missile. Oh darn. Here he comes. And there he goes. Okay, good. Wouldn't want this to be one-sided. Oh. Is this a hull A? It's a prospector. I don't know that the PDCs are going to target this thing. We might have to go alligator mode. Oh, PDCs are going to target it. Okay, well, we don't have to go alligator mode. All right. All right, Gilly number 1 done. Bounty 442. Oh, so many. I regret cooking this. So many protems. Ow. Some of these are duplicates. Those two are duplicates. Blue Horizon Stargazer. Okay, again, it's a dumb thing. We want to concern ourselves with... Whoa, a whole bunch of collection shit just popped in. Like very nice ship for trade. We would have to bring in... Still need some Karenite. That's annoying. Have good ship. Now make Polaris short time deal. 60 Wicklow favors. 3 burritos. 5 cans of pip. 1 Anna Armor Enduro. 1 Anna Armor Enduro Lig core. 15 clears. Interesting. Okay, lots of fun stuff that I don't have. Anyway, we're going to be doing that eventually. Mercenary. Anyway, we got to go to number 2. Gilly's Flight School number 2. And we get 3 MG script. Awesome. Accept. I think so. Maybe it's the Polaris, but I think I got it handled. I'm here, Gilly. Start the movie. Contact, ready up. What do we got? Mustang, Arrow, Mustang. Here comes our first contestant. That one's down. All right, on to the next one. Contracts, offers, Gilly. Scenario 3, what do we got to do here? 5 MG Scrip. Man, those shields come online so fast.
Looks like you got him back. Weapons free.
You got it. See an F7. That may or may not have launched missiles. It did.
All targets neutralized. Catch your breath. The next one is on its way.
I'm actually gonna take a look at that F7, see if it had anything useful on it. Okay. That one's toast. These two slow boats here. I don't even know what we're dealing with. The prospector again? Two different prospectors? Okay. Well, the PDCs are doing their job. That one's toast. That one's severely more tanky than the others. There we go. Gilly did not congratulate me. I'm sad. I am sad. Okay, God, this number just keeps getting bigger and bigger. We're going for Gilly 4 now, right? Is this... Okay. This is the stealth one.
Got your next lesson all ready for you. You fought ships you can see. Now it's time to face the ones you can't. That's right, I'm talking stealth. Remember that the best pilots don't get comfortable just because their radar is empty. We're gonna teach you how important radar use can be when it comes to tracking down hidden targets. Head over to the training site and we'll get started.
Alrighty.
Welcome, look. We'll get started in a moment.
I'm prepared. How is that a stealth ship? But I am fairly certain that my PDCs will not engage it. Ah, there's a stealth ship. I see you. You're 50, aren't you? Yeah, my PDCs will not engage you. Starting the alligator. Down to the cargo bay. Okay, it's just taken to ramming me. The recoil effect is cool. Even if the cannons do feel lackluster for their size. Aggravated assault? Against what? Ooh, how, what, where? Keeps telling me I've committed an aggravated assault, but I haven't. What? Well, that's annoying. Did it cancel my contract even? What the heck? I got rammed by it, and it counted. Well, that's annoying. We're just gonna camp out for the night. We're gonna call it an early evening, I guess. Figure out what to do about that crime stat in a minute. That's annoying. That's really bad. That's really, really bad. Okay. Well, on that disappointing note, I think we're going to call it a night. Go bed log here. Add Senor Avocado to our friends list. And see you all tomorrow night, I guess. Not I guess, I'm going to try to be on for sure. Ship and landing area. Okay, can't do that. Backspace for sure. Why did I go to Grim Hex? Why not back to my Pyro starter place? Oh well, this game's crazy sometimes. Well, friends, thanks for joining me. I hope you had a good time. I had a lot of fun playing. I will see you tomorrow. Stay safe in the verse.